Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video I am going to show you how to do this task using ASP.NET Core web application. First of all, you need to open your Visual Studio. In here I am going to use Visual Studio 2019 version. If you have another version, I mean updated version, you can use that version also, that is no issue. Okay, in here you need to click create a new project. Now you need to select ASP.NET Core Web App and click next. In here you need to give your project name. For that I am going to use Pizza App and need to select location. In here I am going to use different location. Okay, in here no need to give the solution name because the project name going to be same as the solution name. For that now I am not going to change anything. Now click this next button. In here additional information, no need to change anything, simply click this create. Now we need to know our project configuration is successfully completed or not. For that you need to click this arrow mark and you need to select your project name. In here my project name is Pizza App. For that I am going to select that and simply click this play button. In here you can see this kind of window. If you are using any updated version, you can see this kind of window also. If you are going to think my window and your window is output is not exactly same, don't worry about that because we no need to give this kind of window because we are going to customize this everything for our this requirement. For that now I am going to close this my browser and I need to add some resources. That mean in here you can see some images in here, and in here you can see that some kind of images. For that I need to add images to my project. For that I am going to add images to my project. For that you can right click in here and add an new folder. In here I am going to add images. For that I am going to give the name as images and simply press this enter button. Okay, now you can drag your images to this folder. Now I am going to drag images. In here I have added all the images to my project. You can see that. Okay, I'm going to close this also. Now I need to customize my index page. That means in here you can see pages folder, and inside of that you can see index.cshtml. When you click that, you can this some codes inside of that. Now I am going to delete this code everything, and now I am going to create this bottom part, center part, using this index.cshtml file. For that, first I need to get div element. Inside of that I need to add some class that for the text center. In here we are using bootstrap. For that I can use bootstrap classes for that, for my styling purpose. And I'm going to use another one, h1 heading. For that I'm going to use welcome to Dr. Pizza, and now I'm going to use p tag, that means paragraph, the most tasty pizzas in town. After that I need to add image. For that I am going to use img tag src. In here I need to give the image location and give the image's name, that I am using this, and I need to give some style for that, because that images I think too large. For that I am going to use some width and height. For that, for the width I am going to use 300 pixel, and for the height I am going to use 300 pixel for that also. And I can close image tag in here. Now I need to add some break tag for this, and I need to add another button for that. For that I am going to use anchor tag. In here I am using bootstrap class, that means button. Button primary mean the button color is going to be blue, and mt2 mean that is margin top 2. In here I am going, you can see another thing, that button image, but inside of that button text color is white. I am going to use that using inline css. For that I am going to use style color, that color is going to be white. Okay, and I can close this, and I'm going to give the text, bring me the Dr. Pizza special. Okay, now I am going to run this, because I need to confirm this exactly same to my required task. Okay, you can see exactly same to my required task. Okay, now I need to add another thing. In here I have used pizza app. I need to change that as Dr. Pizza, and in here I need to change that also to Dr. Pizza, and I need to add another page that is called pizzas. Now I am going to do that. First I am going to close this web browser, and now I am going to this shared folder, and inside you can see the layout file. In here you can change anything that will affect to our front page, that means our first viewing page. For that now I am going to change this to Dr. Pizza, Dr. Pizza, and I'm going to simple copy that, and I'm going to change that in my bottom part also. Okay, now everything is changed. Another thing is, now I'm going to need another new page for that. In here you can see they are adding another page that called pizzas. Now I'm going to add that. For that I'm going to simple copy that and paste in here. Okay, in here you can see the ASP pages. In here ASP pages mean that our page name, and in here home mean what we are going to view in our index page, that mean in output page. For that I'm going to use pizzas in here, and I need to change another new pages to this pizzas page. For that I'm going to right click on this page and add, and in here razor component. In here I need to add razor page that is called empty. In here you need to give the name. I'm going to use pizzas and simply click this add button. Okay, in here I going to add some text. This is my pizzas page. Okay, and now I'm going to add that page inside here. For that I'm going to use my that file name that called as pizzas. Okay, now I'm going to check that whether that is correctly work or not. For that I'm going to run my project again. Okay, you can see new pages in here that called pizzas. Now I'm going to click that. You can see this is my pizzas page. Okay, now I'm going to do another task, that is when I am click this button, it will automatically redirect to this pizzas page. Now I'm going to do that. For that I'm going to close this web browser and this also. Okay, in here now I'm going to my index page. In here you can see my button. For the redirecting page I have add some keyword that call ASP dash page. In here you need to give your page name. In that my page name is pizzas. For that I am going to give that name. Okay, that is okay. Now I am going to check that work or not. Okay, now I am going to click this. You can see that page automatically view. It means when I am clicking this button, it will automatically redirect to this pizzas page. Okay, after that we need to create this page. That means we need to customize our pizzas page. For that now I am going to do one customization for that. In here I am going to select this and I am going to erase all things. Erase mean I am going to remove this code, and now I am going to customize that page. In here in that you can see some codes. They are using titles and some kind of paragraph. For that I am going to use div element. That inside of that I am going to use some classes, because that text is going to be a center. and now I am going to use another H4 for the next line. Choose one or try our pizza builder. Then order and done. Okay, now I am going to add another text. For that, in here you can see some kind of text, only one pizza per order. Now I am going to create that. For that I am going to use another div element for that. Okay, in here I am using text primary. That means this text color going to be a silver color. In here I am using text right. That means text going to align to right side, and font italic. That means the font is going to be a italic. Now I am going to check that. Now I am going to click this button in here. I think I need to change this color. That color means that is text going to be not a primary, that is I think secondary. I'm going to change that secondary. Now I am going to run that again. Okay, everything is okay. Now I'm going to add this images and this text to my pages. For that I'm going to use my own customization. For that, first I'm going to use div element, and inside of that I'm going to use row class. For the row, inside of that I'm going to use another div element. another div tag. In here I'm going to use another class that called row. Another div. For that I'm going to use class called md6 and call lg5 for the breakpoint. In here I'm going to add the image. Images, my first image this, and I'm going to close this, and I need to add some classes for that images that I'm going to use img field. Now I think everything is okay. I'm going to add another div for that, for my text. In here I'm going to use another class that is called margin top auto and margin bottom is auto mb auto, and inside of that I'm going to use h4 tag, and that is create your own pizza, and inside of that p tag make your own pizza with pizza maker. In here I'm going to use anchor tag, and that inside of that I'm going to use some classes that mean I'm going to use button. In here button, the color is going to be primary, and I need to add another style in inline because that color text color is going to be white. In here try now. Okay, now I'm going to simply copy and paste this for my all images. Okay, now I'm going to check that is actually work or not. Okay, in here you can see that is all images. If you need to wish to change this color as a silver color, you need to add that to this, because I am not going to add that inside of this because that is not matching for me. That is my own opinion. If you wish, you can add that using BG primary. Okay, now I am going to close this. Now I need to create when the person is click this button, that will automatically redirect to the customization page. In here you can see that. Now I am going to create this window. For that I am going to close this and I am going to add another new one for that. For in here I am going to use a new folder that called as form, FORM, and inside of that I am going to create new component, that is razor component, and click this razor page. For that my customization, for that I am going to rename that customize pizza. Okay, and I am going to click this add. Okay, in here I need to add several things. You can see that create your own pizza, and this in here they are using some text input field and some kind of checkbox and another one button. Now I am going to create all things in here. First I am going to use div class. Inside of that I am going to use class that is text going to be a center, because everything is in the middle. Now I am going to use h1 because they are using some title in here. Create okay, I'm going to use BR for the line breaking. Now I'm going to add form tag, because when I am in here, when I am click this order my pizza, that will automatically redirect to the next page with this all details. When I am enter the name, that will need to pass to another page. That's why I am going to use form tag inside here. The method is post, and now I am going to add input field as input type, that is text, placeholder give, in here I am going to use input type, that is equal to checkbox, and I need to give name tomato sauce. Now I am going to copy and paste this again and again. Okay, now I need to change only the name. Inside of that I need to add button with some classes. With margin top 2. This button have type, that is submit. And here I need to add order my pizza. Okay, now I need to add this page to my pizza's page. In here, when I am click the button, it will automatically redirect to my customized pizza page. For that, now I am going to add that in here, inside of this button, ASP page, and I need to give folder path that is called form, and you can if you wish you can type this name. Now I am going to simply copy the file name and going to paste inside of this without the extension. Now I am going to copy this all and going to paste inside of this all button. That will be easy for me. Okay, now I am going to run this and check whether that is working or not. You can see a create oven pizza page. Now I am going to close this. Now I am going to add my final page that call in here you can see they are mentioned you need to add some pages, our final cost and our name, that means pizza name. Now I am going to create this page. For that I'm going to use another folder inside of the pages, and inside of that folder I'm going to add another new razor component that I'm going to use razor page empty. And in here I have used div element, and inside of that I have used the text center and one heading for the order completion. And in here I am going to preview the pizza name and our total price. I think our front end all parts are now completed. We now need to move our logical part, that means our backend part. For that I am going to use new folder that called models. Inside of that model folder I am going to add new class. I am going to call that as pizza models. Pizza now I am going to access my data using getSet method. For that I am going to use public string that for my pizza name, and now I am going to get the all data, that means my checkbox data. For that I am going to use boolean, because now in here I am going to check whether they are actually that checked or not. And here we need to add another thing, that is our base price, because they are mentioned the base price in here. For that I am going to use data type that as float. Okay, my logical part is in here done. You can see that all things inside of this model. Okay, now I am going to connect that into my this customize pizza. So that now I am going to customize this customize pizza dot html dot cs file. For that, first I am going to use blind property, not a blind, that is bind property. Bind property. In here you can see some kind of error. You need to import that using pizza app models. It will automatically fix it. In here bind property mean when we are passing any data through our HTTP server, that will automatically catch up using this command. And now I am going to use another one, public float pizza price, that also using get set method. Get set. Okay, now we need to check they are going to check our checklist, that means our checkbox. For that I am going to use another keyword for in here. For that I am going to use ASP4. In here you can automatically select the pizza, and I'm going to select pizza name. You can see that inside of this. Now I'm going to simply copy this all things and paste in here. Pizza name is okay. Now I'm going to change this all. For that, tomato sauce in now we need to check what they are checked, that means what they are select. For that I am going to check inside of this. We are using another new method for that called public I action result this, and I'm going to use on post. Okay, in here we return our data. First, pizza price equal to pizza dot base price. Base price, and here I'm going to check they are what is they are checked, that mean they are going to click. For that I'm going to use if condition. First, pizza dot tomato sauce, and if they are clicked that one, we need to add 2 points, that mean $2. You can see that also in here. For that I'm going to use pizza price plus or equal to 2. Now I'm going to copy and paste everything. And we need to return these all things to our next page, that mean our thank you page. For that I am going to do that using keyword return. We are using keyword redirect to page, and here we need to give the page. For that, check out. Inside of that we have thank you page. Okay, and we need to pass our data. For that, here I'm going to use new pizza dot pizza name, and need to pass pizza price. Okay, now we need to catch this whole data inside of our thank you page. For that I am going to customize this thank you page. For here we are going to use another keyword bind properties support get, that is equal to true. Okay, now we need to get our all data inside of this using getSet method. Public string pizza name, Okay, and another thing is we need to check they are given some name for that pizza. For that I'm going to check using if string dot is null or white space. We need to pass our data, that is a name. Inside of that, if they are not given a name, we are going to give that as blank. Okay, now we need to get this all data to from our backend to our front end. For that, now I am going to use at model and this our name dot pizza name. Inside of this I am going to use at model and pizza price. Pizza price. Okay, now I am going to check that is actually work or not. For that I am going to run. Now I am going to click this and going to click this and going to give the name. I'm going to do sample and going to click this and order my pizza. Okay, I think in here we can't see our name. I think some mistake. Now I'm going to correct that. Yeah, now everything is okay. If you wish to go get this all codes, you can access to my GitHub account and you can find this all code. Thank you for watching until end this video. If you have any doubts, you can comment in below. Thank you guys. See you in next video.